guys, welcome back to another installment. So I'm irritated. Had a great morning so far. Fuck that car. But anyways, so how are y'all? How's everyone else doing? How's my wonderful panel? So today, as you can tell, we're talking about the, I don't know why I always do that, Las Vegas Raiders.
By that car, he meant Derek Carr.
Exactly. Fuck that motherfucker. He had all the opportunities in the world. He had a great fucking team behind him. No, hey. Someone edit in. I'll do it, maybe. We're gonna edit in last year where we were all talking about the Raiders are gonna be decent.
Hey, we ain't going.
Anyway. Good. Alright, so we're going to be talking about the Raiders, about who they lost and who they got. What did you say? I thought you said Al Simmons. I was like, what does he have to do with this? Alright, so people they lost. Speaking of Derek Carr.
He went to the Saints.
Yes, he did. And then another quarterback, they lost Jarrett Stidham. He went to the Broncos because the Broncos definitely need a quarterback. Wide receiver Mac Hollis. He went to the Falcons. Hollins. Tight end Foster.
He retired.
Mauru. Brody.
Yeah, maybe.
Mauru.
Yeah.
I don't know. Moreo. I don't know how to pronounce it. He retired. It says he went to the Saints, but Aaron was over here saying he retired. So, and then we got another tight end, Darren Waller. I thought that was a T. My bad. He was traded to the Giants, and then defensive edge Cleveland, changed the name. Farrell, defensive lineman Andrew Billings, defensive lineman Kyle Pico, defensive lineman Isaac Rochelle, linebacker Jayan Brown, linebacker Denzel Perryman. He went to the Texans. Cornerback Anthony Everett went to free agency. Cornerback Sidney Jones went to the Bengals. Cornerback Rock Ya-Sin, fucking badass name, went to the Ravens.
He had to go to the Ravens.
He went to the Ravens. The Ravens are going to be a good team this year, man. And safety Duron Harmon.
Not if they passing the ball a lot.
They got Odell now, though.
Yeah, fuck Odell. You don't care about Odell? You think we care about Odell? Hell no. Do you not realize what? Listen, people make the mistake of coming to the North and think they about to think they about to be as good as they were back in their previous team. They don't work like that. The AFC
he really
North,
hates the Ravens, doesn't he?
No, I'm just saying that. I'm talking about the AFC North in general. That division is tough, like tough. Like you ain't gonna to excel, you have to be tough. And I don't think
Bengals,
Steelers, Cleveland, and Ravens.
Yeah, so Bengals, Browns, Ravens, Steelers. Those are really hard-hitting defensive teams.
But you're not listening. Yeah.
Anyways, so that's everyone that they lost. And now Brody's going to tell you who they got, because I'm done.
Absolutely done. We still love you, though.
Thank you.
Despite you need to get a new car.
I need to go work out. I'm so irritated.
Despite you need to get a new car.
I'm gonna do like 20 minutes of cardio.
Cardio?
Yeah, because I hate myself right now, Brody. That's why I want to do cardio.
Never hate yourself that much.
You want to come do powerlifting with me?
Nah.
You thought about it, though.
I did.
I think we should go to a gym, all three of us, and just powerlift all day and watch people's faces.
First of all, I'm not powerlifting shit.
Yeah, I forget you're 45.
No, I'm just not powerlifting.
45 looks like he's 25.
I'm not about to just go and try to powerlift and I haven't lifted a weight.
You got muscles, man. You're good.
Yeah, that's from like work though. In previous.
Alright, so we'll do workouts that simulate what you do at work. What you do at work, a lot of this.
We'll do a warm-up first.
I do a lot of things. A lot of squats.
We'll do a warm-up first. We'll start you on a warm-up.
No.
Get you with a weighted basketball.
Anyway, the Raiders in their, Las Vegas acquisitions.
Oh yeah, Brody's supposed to be doing that.
Yeah, it's supposed to be.
Yeah, you leaned forward like you was about to start reading, and I was like, you didn't. All right, they got.
I'm gonna tell you now.
Listen, I have no confidence in you. All right, woo, quarterback Jimmy Garoppolo.
That's gonna be interesting.
Do you want a Drake to Drake?
Yeah. Monster. God damn it! I gotta get better at this. Monster. Sugar free. Yeah.
Do you want
an alcoholic beverage? No.
That's actually good.
A Jack watermelon?
Yes, said it.
Oh, actually, a watermelon. Do you have one of the?
Yes. All right.
I'll take one of those.
Okay. Go ahead, Jordan.
I'm not driving now.
I know.
Don't keep him on
Go.
One.
I don't know you.
You remember the Christmas party?
That's it.
I was like, I had like 10 of those Jack and Cokes. Didn't drive though.
All right. They also got quarterback Brian Hoyer.
Did you say Jimmy Garoppolo already?
Yes, I did. I'm not going to that.
I said that's gonna be interesting. So who is Brian Hoyer? Is he a second string from?
No, he's been a third string quarterback for most of his career.
I mean,
from New England and all that, man.
His career back.
But man, I think you get paid $500,000 for the bench, like me.
Get a ring. Right. If y'all win, you get a ring.
Right. All right.
Running back Amir Abdullah. Running back Josh Jacobs. Fullback Jacob Johnson. Tight end Austin Hooper. Tight end O.J. Howard. Wide receiver DeAndre Carter. Wide receiver Keelan Cole. Wide receiver Philip Dorsett. Wide receiver Jacoby Myers. Wide receiver Cam Sims.
All these wide receivers probably wanted to leave after last year. They had such a shitty quarterback.
Well, they came from other teams. Don't press the
resign. Yeah, only one was the resign was Keelan Cole.
DeAndre Carter.
He did not resign.
It says team.
It says sign.
Well, I didn't know how to read.
I don't know. Offensive tackle Jermaine Eluemunor. Offensive tackle Brandon Parker. Center / offensive guard Coronis.
Good luck.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Roman?
I don't know Celtic.
Celtic? I was thinking like.
Cronus sounds Celtic just at the beginning.
I was thinking like Greek.
Maybe. With Brasil, maybe.
Yeah.
Offensive guard Alex Bars. That's just basic ass name. Nice to bring that full circle. Edge Jordan Willis. Defensive lineman John Jenkins. Defensive lineman Jerry Tillery. Linebacker Robert Spillane. Quarterback Brandon Saucyson. Quarterback David Long. Quarterback Duke Shelley. Safety Marcus Epps. Safety Jaquan Johnson. And then
long snapper
Jacob Boyer.
Okay. This is your team. How do you feel about the Las Vegas?
He's Romanian.
Yeah.
Not good, man. Jimmy Garoppolo is a decent quarterback. He doesn't throw a lot of interceptions or anything like that.
We were talking specifically about the long snapper. How you felt?
No.
Oh, I love the long snapper. But Any Given Sunday is also long, guys. So let's watch that. I'm kidding, but yeah, Jimmy Garoppolo is not a bad quarterback. He's not a good quarterback. You know what I mean? Like I don't think he's ever gonna win a Super Bowl. Like he doesn't have the arm talent. You know what I mean? Like he's great at not giving up the football. He doesn't throw interceptions. He doesn't fumble. He makes good reads, but it's always like a short pass. I've never seen him dump a long 45-yard pass right into the breadbasket. You know what I mean? Like he's not an elite quarterback. He's a good quarterback. He's not elite.
It's one of those, you're a household name, but not necessarily for
the right reasons.
not even for bad reasons. Yeah. It's just like we know who you are. We kind of understand about what we're going to get from you.
Oh, thank you.
Did you do the Usher fingers?
No, I had to get tissue because it's like just literally full. Oh, by the way,
Talking about Garoppolo.
I know. I'm sorry. Before we usher in this, we forgot our draft video is presented by Rico Knows.
For all of your football knowledge, check out Rico Knows. College football knowledge, thank you. all your college football knowledge, check out Rico Knows on TikTok and YouTube. We'll have a link in the description below.
Yes. He's our go-to expert when it comes down to breaking down college football
and the draft
and draft prospects that are entering the draft, as well as the transfer portal. So be sure to check out his page.
All right, Raiders draft review. Let's go. So they start with Tyree Wilson. He was my number one guy in the whole draft. Former A&M guy, transferred to Texas Tech, just looks the part. 6'6", 270, really long arms. You already got Max Crosby on one side. Now you got Tyree Wilson on the other. Crosby's getting tight ends. Crosby's getting chipped by backs. You would hope Wilson could beat one-on-one battles. But I think he's a pro's pro. All the dumb scouts and analysts are like, he's got no moves. He's got no pass rush moves. His moves are his really long arms get into your chest, and then he drives you off your base. But this is a complete stud. Love the pick. They got Michael Mayer in the second round. I don't think they thought he was going to be there. They lost Darren Waller in free agency, but O.J. Howard, Austin Hooper, they're going to be the starters this year. This gives Mayer a year to develop. He's 6'5", 250. He's a mismatch nightmare in the red zone. I don't think it's a bad pick. They just had to take him. Byron Young in the third round, out of Alabama, 6'3", 300 pounds. He's actually pretty shifty for a defensive tackle. Like, there's not much room to work in there, and he's always getting across the guard's face, getting on his edge. Like, he can pass rush in a phone booth. Against the run, he's pretty good as well. I just think if he's going to play the 3 technique, he needs to gain about 20 pounds, but he's a good athlete. At the end of the third round, they take Trey Tucker. I didn't think it was a good draft pick. He is a fast receiver. Comes across as a typical Raiders receiver. They draft a speedy guy. But he played at Cincinnati last year, and he just looks like a poor man's Trey Palmer, who went in like the 7th round. I didn't think Tucker was the best receiver on Cincinnati. I was really surprised to see him go before Tyler Scott. But for the Raiders to draft Tucker before like Darius Davis, Charlie Jones, Demario Douglas, they could have taken a wide receiver in a much later round. Even Trey Tucker. So I think it's a bad pick. Then they take Jacorian Bennett. I don't have a problem with the pick, but he was taken one spot ahead of Kelee Ringo. And then about 9 picks later, Clark Phillips III comes off the board to the Falcons. The Raiders better hope Bennett has a better career than those other two. Bennett's a hell of an athlete, though. Really good athlete. Ran well at the combine. Looks like he competes on tape. I think it's a preference thing. And then the last pick in the 4th round, they take Aiden O'Connell. So firstly, shout out to Theo Ash for saying Aiden O'Connell was going to go in the 7th round. What a bum. Or not get drafted at all. But I actually don't think the Raiders wanted Aiden O'Connell. It was a run on quarterbacks. Jake Haener goes off the board. Stenson Bennett goes off the board. I think they got nervous and said, man, we got to take this guy now. And now he's second string, right? Because Jimmy G might not even play. And the Raiders knew that. That's why they changed Jimmy G's signing bonus into his salary. So he doesn't get all that money unless he plays in the games. They were protecting themselves in case he's not ready to play. That's why he had to sign that waiver. Do some research on it. You guys will see what I'm talking about. But you go get Aiden O'Connell. I think he's a good quarterback. I don't think he should be starting in his first year in the NFL, though. So they got Hoyer. It was a position of need. I thought it was a little early. So that's 3 picks in a row where I feel like, they're reaching or taking the wrong guy. But that's pretty typical of the Raiders. 5th round, they take Christopher Smith, safety from Georgia. A little small for a safety, 5'11", 190, and ran a 4'6", 240. I think if he's in the game, you just go stretch the field. He's a special teams guy at best. Amari Burney in the 6th round out of Florida. Watched a lot of tape. He looks athletic. He used to play safety. So a linebacker with some coverage skills, it's valuable. Special teams for sure. And then Nesta J. Silvera, one of the top high school defensive linemen. Used to play at Miami, then went to Arizona State.
Awesome.
Right, so we were talking about Garoppolo and how he's a good quarterback. He can command the field and everything like that, not throw interceptions, not fumble the football, but he's not going to throw a 30-yard pass right into the breadbasket of someone on the run. You know what I mean?
He's unimpressive, but he's good.
Yes.
That's the best I can describe it for me looking at it.
He gets the job done.
Yeah, but I don't think he's ever going to win a Super Bowl.
He had a chance to.
He's had 2 chances, I think. Well, one chance he was actually in the Super Bowl and lost. The other chance he got injured and gave it up. Even though he was playing good last year. He was playing real good last year. So is Brock Purdy is the starting quarterback for the Chiefs? Not the Chiefs, I'm sorry. Wow.
No, he's not.
Thank you. For the 49ers this year?
Supposedly will.
We'll get to that eventually.
If he's not, I don't know if they're good.
So I don't know if you guys know from the last video, but there's Brody's Body Armor, sponsor, brought to you by Body Armor.
This is liquid coke.
You've never done a drug in your life.
False.
Without it being prescribed by a doctor.
False.
To my knowledge.
Your knowledge is limited.
Isn't everyone's?
What you think?
Technically.
Oh,
yeah, I already went over it before.
Yeah, you need to tell us what you think about Garoppolo, because we literally
there's a whole talk about the team.
Yeah, one person at a time.
I don't care. But you talking about
one person at a time. One person.
I'm not going through all these motherfuckers.
Yeah, I'm
talking about the team in general.
Yeah, I don't think the team's going to do good because of Garoppolo.
That's what you said too.
I'm having a brain fart. Who's the receiver on their team that's extremely good? I'm having like the worst moment. We were just talking about him.
I'm talking about 17.
No,
I'm talking about what's it called?
he's one of the best. Devontae Adams. Yeah, Devontae Adams. Like, if he can get Devontae the ball, if Devontae goes over 1,300 yards this year,
he went over like 1,400 this year.
Okay, so if he goes over 17, then,
yeah, I know, but it's like, man.
But I think if he goes 1,700 this year, they'll have a decent year. Yeah, but I don't think they're gonna.
It's a lot.
It is.
Good luck.
But they don't really have anyone else.
They got the white slot receiver.
The white slot receiver.
Hunter Renfrow.
The white slot receiver.
Renfrow's good.
Renfrow's solid.
Yeah, okay.
But for real.
No,
you bring up white because a lot of the slot receivers are white. That's why. When the last time you see they put
listen, you're white. You don't go on the outside.
Sprinkle you in linebackers. We'll bring you in slot.
Tight end. A lot of
a bunch of O-linemen.
Right. Centers. A lot of centers. But you ain't gonna be a wide receiver, buddy.
No, he is a receiver.
That's not a wide receiver.
He is a receiver.
Slot receiver is a wide receiver.
I think of a wide receiver. I think of the guy on the outside.
But as a slot tight end.
No.
Okay, he's a wide receiver.
He's just a receiver. Anyways.
Hey, when they put you down and say, what's your position?
It just says R. No, it just says R. That's all it says.
They don't say white receiver. They put...
Yeah, that's it. WR for white receiver.
Say, y'all getting rare.
Right? We got. So it's W-R for white receiver, and then WR is wide receiver. We got it all covered now. All right.
We figured it out.
Exactly. So I don't think the Raiders are going to do good this year. I don't.
I feel like they have a lot of parts, but no.
There's 17 games, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think they're gonna they'd be good if they went 8-9. They could be real good if they went 8-9. But I think they're gonna go like 6. Yeah, 6-11. But I think they're gonna go 6-11.
You know what? I'm gonna say this. If Joshua Davis
bring back John Gruden.
No.
Listen, those racist comments 4 years ago.
See, that's the
we gonna cut him out. He's gonna cut the whole podcast and we gonna shit over a little bit so he's not even in it. We can do that. We have the technology.
He's not wrong. You cut out all my vocals and everything. What are they looking at over there talking to? Nothing.
This is why I can't get a point out because your ass. We just got to talking about waiting to turn. Yeah, the moment I start to talk, you know what you do? You start.
Talk over me, then Brody does it.
You're a grown ass man. Who I look like trying to talk over you? Wait a minute, Ken, go.
Brody does it. Makes for great content.
This ain't first take. You ain't Stephen A. Smith.
Listen, but what am I going to tell you?
I ain't about to talk over you.
And I watched that video of Stephen A. Smith with Joe Rogan. He's like, we can't tell anything from this fight. And Joe's just like, oh, we can't? Really?
Let's talk about that.
And he got so butthurt when Joe Rogan was like, I think he just doesn't know fighting.
Well, he explained that, they kind of like, ESPN kind of pushed it up on him.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And he was like, they was like, hey, you there, cover this. And he was like,
I guess.
But he talked about that later.
Yeah, later.
His initial thing was just like, I know what I'm talking about. I've been here for years. And it's like, and then later on, he's like, I wasn't even supposed to be talking. And
right.
We should have came up with that first. Right. Like, told that.
What do you think the Raiders are going to do?
Does it matter? You just going to talk over me anyway.
Not this time, maybe.
Are you sure?
It doesn't matter what you think.
Right, it doesn't matter what you think.
That's what I just say. Shut up.
RKO.
Hey, listen, Jesus said turn the other cheek.
Which cheek?
The other one.
You got 4 cheeks.
I don't like the indication.
I did. terrible throw. Like, my God, that was so
I
good.
trying to get it to him.
Anyway, I don't think they're gonna be that good. Josh McDaniels got like 2 more years. After this year, I'm pretty sure they're gonna be finished. They might be bottom feeders this year. Yeah.
So you were saying his offense is hard?
To learn, yeah.
Yeah, so, okay, explain that a little bit.
Because, like, that's what everybody says. It's the Patriots' offense, essentially. Like
lots of plays?
No, I mean, I don't know the ins and outs of it because I'm not in that system. I didn't read the playbook. I've never been.
Wish I could. Imagine getting your hands.
But from what multiple players have said, that system is hard to learn. Like, it takes time and a lot of practice and repetition to actually grasp that type of offense. So that's why you had Brady in that thing for multiple years, and then that's why Jacoby Brissett was able to pick it up because he was in the system for multiple years, and then Brian Hoyer, who they just picked up, was in that system for multiple years. That's why they bring those guys back to his system because they know it. Right. They've been in it for multiple years. Jimmy is a solid quarterback, but
I mean, he was in the system too, though, so he knows.
He stayed, but he stayed hurt now, and there's a chance they might even release him.
Right? Ankle?
Something, I don't know what it is.
He'd be in and out so often that it'd be like, oh.
He's very injury prone. That's the one thing I can say about Jimmy that's been really bad for him. I think if he would have stayed healthier, he'd definitely be a better quarterback because he'd get those reps. You know what I mean?
But yeah, I think they. Honestly, I haven't really looked at their schedule too much. It doesn't matter.
Is the schedule out already?
Yeah, the schedule been out.
No, I haven't.
But I mean, honestly, I say EFC, but the AFC is so deep, and it's going to be so competitive this year. And there's some crazy, like a couple of crazy injuries happen to a lot of premier players like quarterbacks or receivers. It's gonna be jam packed. It's gonna be tough for them to even make it out of their division, get along conference. So.
Well, see, that's what I was gonna say. Like the only team that I can think of that's really like shining in this division is the Chiefs. There's not really like the Broncos were terrible last year.
But the Broncos, we're gonna hit on them in a little bit. But the Broncos also added a head coach that knows how to coach and how to get the best out of his players. And if you don't perform, you ain't there.
But my whole thing is just their quarterback is absolute trash.
Well, anyway, we get
into that. That's just false.
But yeah, that's just false.
I mean,
I ain't got much to say about Vegas because I don't think they're gonna be too good because you got Chiefs, the defending reigning champs, and then you got San Diego. Then you got to see what Denver's gonna be like. And then they traded away Darren Waller. I mean, that was the stupidest thing. And then they won't.
There's so many holes.
It is. And then that defense wasn't that good last year, even though they got Chandler Jones on their defense, and they got Max Crosby on their defense. That defense still wasn't good. Them guys are Pro Bowl caliber guys, and those guys are really, really good. But you can't do nothing. You can't have your defense on the field 90%, 80%, 70%, 60% of the time.
Gas.
Man, them guys be gassed. If you constantly going 3 and out,
definitely can't do it if they still gonna score.
Like for real,
yeah, you did it.
It's one thing if you got Kansas City offense and they're gonna score within like a minute or two. Now you gotta tell your offense, hey, slow down for us a little bit. Give us a break. Give us a break. Like that's one thing. The offense just scoring real quick in defense. Now they tired. Like you can tell your offense slow down.
Right, run the ball a little bit.
Right,
short passes.
Son, give us a break.
All right, I need you to hold the ball for 5 minutes.
But that's crucial though because that 5 minutes give those guys a break.
You're 100% right.
That's all you're asking for is 5.
All right, it's like I need you to get 2 first downs. What you have after that is up to you. Get 2 first downs for me.
But at the same time, the NFL is unpredictable. But I don't see them with the people they got and the teams they got in that division. It's hard for me to even. Man, they might not even get 6 wins, honestly.
Like I was saying, 6 and 11 would be a good record for them. I think with a new quarterback.
You've been nice.
I'm usually a nice person.
For real, for real. You've been very generous because their division they could get. That's probably 6 losses right there.
I guess what?
Possible.
So, anyway, that's all I got on these guys.
Swept by your division. You don't deserve to get another win.
Like, for real.
Like, it wouldn't even matter. Like, imagine getting swept by your division and you win all your other games. No one cares. Absolutely no one cares. Like, how?
It's like, listen, I understand that you went outside of your division and you beat everybody. But inside of your division, you went 0-6, man. Like, what happened?
So,
but if they went 0-6 in their division, that means that they won 11 games. They won 11-6, but they're not making it to the playoffs.
They will make it.
Yeah,
they would?
That's your records. Yeah, record.
But you lost your division.
Man,
so bad.
If somebody in your division,
Super Bowl, and if you get swept by your division, you go on to win the Super Bowl, I'm still talking.
Oh, yeah. Like, you didn't even win, you didn't do nothing in your division.
The funny thing is 9 times out of 10, you probably have to see a person in your division in the playoffs. Yep. Especially with them being 7 teams now.
Oh, yeah, because definitely it's like, hey.
So, if you win 12 games, you probably going to see Kansas City. If Kansas City win 11 games, you probably going to see Kansas City.
Oh, yeah.
At some point.
Yeah, because they probably get knocked out. I mean, you think they get knocked out first game? It's like, listen, you lost all 6 of your division game. Then you went to the playoffs because you won every other game, but then you got knocked out first round of the fucking playoffs.
They're technically,
that was impressive.
Technically,
yeah, but that was really impressive.
Technically, they have, depending on if somebody got a better record or not, they'll have first round bye or not. But yeah, that first game, they probably gonna lose.
Just a reference, we were watching the USFL, and it was a punt, end over end, and bounced backwards right to receiving player. I don't know. Yeah, receiving player. Right to a returning player. Caught it, just turned around. He was like, "Oh, my ball!" Just turned around and got like 6 yards.
Very short, fucked up play.
Right, it was not a good. That punter was bad. Anyway, but I mean, it is a UFCL.
Well, yeah, listen, these are professional people.
USFL.
United States Football League.
Yes.
Right.
So I got much.
Pretty good.
Yeah, they're actually.
I have not watched their game.
Well, you gotta start.
I'm watching it right now.
So. You got anything else to say about these Raiders? I ain't got much.
Their stadium's nice.
I would say you got nothing but upside.
Yeah.
You got nothing but an opportunity to prove people wrong.
That's it, like for real.
But so if Garoppolo doesn't start, who's going to be the starting quarterback this year?
You got to look at Rico's nose draft. See if they draft a quarterback or Brian Hoyer. Somebody.
So draft a quarterback.
No, I said if they draft a quarterback
because he's probably their plan right now.
Yeah.
Brian?
No, Garoppolo.
I thought he was still injured though.
He is. They made him sign a waiver to. So if he don't clear his injuries, I think they can release him.
Oh man!
If he's still injured, then it's probably Hoyer.
Yeah, that
just makes the most sense.
Yeah. So, that's all we got. Yeah, I'll let y'all.
Actually, you can go
to the depth.
Yeah, because we had. Oh wait, I didn't have it. JT had their pickups.
No, I said all the releases. You said who they acquired.
Well, I mean, on the
guys.
So you got Brian, or you got Jimmy, and you got a rookie, Purdue.
Adrian O'Connell.
Yep. So those are, and then you got Purdue, Chase Gilbert. But this is probably your guy. You're probably looking at Adrian O'Connell to come in at some point. Because Brian Hoyer ain't gonna last long.
He's a career back up.
For
a reason.
Oh yeah.
So if you don't clear away, if you don't clear the health.
Okay, so it's he must pass a physical prior to 1 week, or all guarantees will be void.
There you go.
So 1 week before the start of the NFL. I don't know if that's preseason.
Or
it doesn't say if it's preseason. It just says to week 1.
Oh, okay. Well, week 1 is the regular season.
Yeah. So he's still got a while.
He got a while, but
what did it say what the injury was?
It's his foot.
His foot.
Yeah, it's his foot. Ankle.
Yeah.
Same thing it's always been. He's got bad ankles. He needs to start doing like ballet. That's not a riff. He should actually it helps your ankles and knees and stuff. That's not a joke.
How was that the thing you decided to qualify?
Because there's a lot of quarterbacks and stuff like that actually do ballet and stuff to help with their footwork. About my clarification.
With all the things you said, that was the thing you immediately went, hey, no. What I needed.
Because I needed that one clarified. The rest, I just want people to speculate.
So yeah, that'll be.
We'll see.
Y'all get to play spoiler this year because I
don't see nothing else they gonna be doing. Yeah. Like for real, unless O'Connor come in and just like the NFL up on fire. That
I don't know. Maybe Brian Hoyer, this is your year to be like, I should be a starter.
Hell no.
You should.
Maybe.
You should.
No, hell to no. Anyway, I ain't trying to drag you down the video.
That Brock Purdy action going on.
Yeah,
Mr. Irrelevant.
See y'all next video.